On this episode of Infowars News, Pentagon says Ebola strike team does not violate Posse Comitatus. White House shuts down Stop Ebola Petition, and a doctor says health authorities are covering up Ebola-like cases. That and a lot more, so stay tuned. Okay, folks, this is the first one of the day here, and it's an article written by Kirk Nemo, which is titled, Pentagon says Ebola strike team does not violate Posse Comitatus. Underneath it says, military argues Posse Comitatus is irrelevant and dangerous. Say what? Anyway, Pentagon Press Secretary Rear Admiral John Kirby on Monday dismissed consultation concerns over the decision to employ military in response to Ebola virus in the United States. That's what's in bold at the top. There's actually 2 videos here about this, but I'm going to read the actual article here. We do not actually have the legal authority to do this, Kirby told Morning Joe. This is nothing more than potential support, and I stress potential support to civilian medical authorities if and only if they ask for that. This is not going to violate Posse Comitatus, he added. On Sunday, Obama Defense Secretary Chuck Hagel announces the formation of a quick strike team to provide short-notice assistance to civilian medical professionals in the United States. Despite Kirby's remarks, the move in fact represents serious violation of Posse Comitatus. The Post-Comitatus Act, the Post-Comitatus Act became law in 1878. At the end of construction, it intentionally to prevent the federal government of using troops to enforce state laws. Well, basically, they're lying through their teeth again. And sorry, I'm messing with my mic here. Sorry about that. And again, as this article says, Posse Comitatus is basically being violated here. I may not know what it is, but I know that basically, I shouldn't say I know what it is, but I think I may have some infraction of what it means, but technically, this is kind of serious here. They're not stopping the flights, they're smuggling people with Ebola through the southern border, they're smuggling illegals, they're having ISIS attack, so basically, any one of these, as the call said on Sunday, could be a actual October surprise. Okay, folks, this is the second article today here, and it is written by Kit Daniels. The article is named, White House deletes petition to stop Ebola. Americans can only petition their government if they are allowed to the terms and conditions, according to the White House. Underneath it, in bold, it says the White House recently deleted a petition demanding President Obama do more to stop the spread of Ebola in the United States. And also, folks, I've only have to say this too. This was the article that was also read by Alex Jones on his show, so on Monday. So yeah, the Obama administration said the petition, which urges the White House to take proper action to fight Ebola, was removed from WhiteHouse.gov because it violated the terms of participation? Participation or partition or whatever the name is. I haven't read the article yet, so I don't know all the words. Sorry! the partition you were trying to access was removed the site under our moderated policy because it is violation of our terms of particular. Folks, I'm having a problem with this word. So basically, I'm going to keep going anyway. The White House stated, "We can't sign this petition. There may be other petitions on the We the People on a similar issue that you would like to name." And of course, nowhere in the First Amendment does it state citizens can only partition together for a readiness of grievance if they accept the terms and conditions written by the White House. So by removing it, it appears that the administration is more interested in collecting the narrative surrounding the Ebola pandemic than actually stopping the disease. Basically, the article goes on to say that Obama had downplayed the possibility of choosing instead to make Ebola safe, which would have been give results for time and again by reality that the United States officials have precautions in place to stop Ebola. I mean, basically, for they let this thing in the country so they can snatch as much product as possible. That's what they've done. That's what they really have done here. And they're gonna get so out of control that basically they're gonna wind up as the saviors. It's called order out of chaos. Problem, reaction, solution. By them. The elite. That's what they're doing. Okay, folks, that's the article of the day here. And to be honest with you, I was going to read the Canada caught staging false flag article, but this is more important here. Important than the article. It's this article written by Paul Joseph Watson, and it is titled "Doctor, Health Authorities Cover Up Ebola-Like Case in U.S." Underneath it says exclusive. Patients being disappeared to prevent panic. The article says here that a doctor exclusively revealed Infowars that the health authorities are covering up Ebola cases in the United States and disappearing patients in an effort to avoid hysteria. James Larsenzawi, D.O., who has two clinics in General Garden City and Kane, Missouri, appeared on the Alex Jones show today, which basically means, the 23rd of October. Basically, the article says here that that the true scale of the situation is being downplayed. It is important to note that none of the patient's Ebola outbreaks occurred at the clinics which Lazarius works. Lazarius said shortly after the reveal of patient zero, Thomas Aaron Duncan, in the United States, he was told by a doctor at the Truman Lakeside Medical Center in Kansas City that they had a possible Ebola patient who had a high fever and was bleeding out of every orifice, having recently returned from West Africa. The article goes on to say that basically urging people to stay away from places where he was urging people to stay away from places in large groups of people, and as well as hospitals. Lazaria said the situation was far more serious than they were let on. And I mean literally, folks, we let Ebola in here. We're letting them all in here. And it's like what Aljo said about another article, saying that Ebola can live in the cold. So if the temperature dropped about, say, 40-something degrees, like it's about to do in the winter, it's gonna be hell. And also Aljo says this as well. For every politician that's doing this, when people die, you're gonna get blamed for this. And I agree with Alex. You will pay for this. Well, that's all of the articles I have for you today. If you like to read more about these articles and the Canadian police caught staging false flag article I was supposed to read but didn't. Please go to the link below or go to Infowars.com to find 100 articles just like this one. This is the Infowars News Blitz. I'm Mr. Gundam, and I'm telling all the politicians, basically, if this Ebola stuff spreads, you will pay for this. I guarantee you. People are gonna get so pissed at you that they're gonna want your head. So stop. Close flights.